Herbal. I'm Renee.
I'm Dr. Brian.
And we want to invite you to Goshen Health and Wellness. Today's topic, we are in the month of April. And so where we live is high pollen season. A lot of pollen. You walk out on our front porch or our back porch and everything is covered in yellow. And a lot of people are having allergies and different things, different issues with the pollen.
I'm seeing a lot of patients that's got a lot of sniffles and they're having that histamine reaction to the pollen. So
Brian also goes by the name of Doc, and I also go by the name of Nene to our grandbabies. But today we're going to be talking about our immune system. He's known as Doc because he's a doctor of chiropractic, and he has been a chiropractor for almost 30 years. We are from a small town in Alabama, and it's a very small town. We have one red light.
Yeah, just one.
We don't need it. But we love our hometown, and we are excited that and blessed to be here. But this month, our video is going to be about our immune system. And if you watch our introduction video, you will know that last year, Doc was impressed, I guess you could say, from the Lord to develop a company called Goshen Herbals. And one of the blends that he has, let me go back. In Goshen Herbals, he has formulated and blended special wellness teas.
Yeah.
And this one is for our immune system. And it has a lot of good properties in it for our immune system that we're going to get into today. So if you're interested in that, go to our website, Goshen Herbals, HERBALS.com, and you can see all of our teas listed there for purchase.
And you can message us at GoshenHerbals@yahoo.com as well.
Yeah. You can also call our clinic, 205-924-0050. We'll put the link down in the description with all that information in there. But we have some immune system tea today, and I've been sipping on this. And it's a very light, it looks kind of red. I'm gonna pour it out if I do that, but you can't hardly see it. It's kind of a red color, and I guess that comes from the hibiscus flowers that's in it.
And elderberry.
And elderberry.
Yeah.
It has a floral taste.
Yeah, it does have a floral taste. It also has a slight sweet taste, but that's not from sugar. That's coming from actually a stevia leaf. Now I know there are a lot of people that have said that they didn't care for stevia, but what they've been buying is the stevia in the grocery store. If you take the stevia leaf, it's a whole lot more pleasant to the palate than just taking processed stevia.
Yeah, this is very good. It's very light. We did it warm. I think you can make these teas warm or cold. Mm-hmm. We like it a hot cup of tea. You typically only need 1 cup a day.
Yeah.
It's not something you need to drink. Each packet has 25 tea bags, so you get right at a month supply.
Now, when I guess it was about a month ago when I was kind of stopped up, I actually was drinking one in the morning, one in the evening. But the one thing you need to understand about these teas, yes, they're not like your tea that you buy in a grocery store. What we've done is take herbs that are specific at helping boost the immunity, and we've combined all of these herbs. So it's kind of like what you would find in a capsule that you would buy for the immune system. But they're in tea bag form so that you can absorb them readily through liquid. We've had to blend them in such a way that they are pleasant to drink, but they're enjoyable to drink, but they are extremely potent and strong as far as, in this particular one, the immune system herbs that the body needs. There are actually not just 1 or 2 herbs. There is a blend of several.
Yeah, it has organic, and all of our our herbs in our teas are organic. And it's organic elderberries, hibiscus flowers, rosehips, Echinacea.
Purpura.
Okay, thank you. Stevia Leaf, Reishi.
Reishi.
I guess I need to learn how to pronounce these words.
Reishi Mushroom powder.
Reishi Mushroom powder and Mullein.
Yeah.
I do know that Mullein is very, very good for the lungs. We're going to get into each one of these ingredients and let you know what the benefits are. Who is the immune system tea for? That's what we need to know. Who can take this? We know if your immune system's compromised. How do we know when our immune system is compromised?
Well, there's several ways. First of all, anything that you get that's abnormal for your body, you can say your immune system's compromised. So this is not just a blend for somebody that has a cold or pollens. It's what we're using it for in this season. But if you're fighting any health condition, there's a good probability your immune system is down. And if you'll bring your immune system up, your immune system can fight for you. But most of the time when we get sick in any way, shape, or form, it's because our immune system's compromised.
So is this tea something I would drink every day of my life? Or is it just for a season?
It is, if you're sick, you would be using it to treat a condition or help boost your immune system so your own body can fight the condition. But as a preventative, yes, you can use it to help periodically to help keep your immune system
So you wouldn't
up.
drink it every day?
Not necessarily, no.
You might drink it once a month or something like
Yeah.
that, just kind of boost
If
it.
your diet is good,
Yeah.
if you have a good diet and you're eating well and you're not inflamed, there's a good probability that your immune system is going to be strong because you're not having to use your immune system to fight a condition. But
We're going to get into the ingredients of this tea, but you say that if your diet is a good diet, like what are some foods that we could incorporate that would help boost our immune system? If someone's fighting an immune system, now listen, we know if you have an autoimmune condition, you're going to need to strengthen that immune system as much as you can. If you have an issue with cancer or I'm thinking a lupus and all that, but that's all autoimmune.
yeah,
You're going to do everything you can because you have a compromised immune system. You're going to do all you can to boost your immune system so that your body is able to fight off. We believe God designed our bodies to heal itself and that He can give us the knowledge and wisdom on what we need to put into our bodies to help assist that.
one of the most known condition that people were fighting in just 5 years ago was
the C word.
Was the C word, the
viral.
So let's just
infection.
say anything viral or bacterial. If you know it's flu season or whatever, if you know that's coming around, well then you know it's time to boost your immune system. See, a lot of people, when you're talking about foods, what kind of foods? Generally speaking, a lot of people like to eat oranges or take vitamin C. That's great, but it's not enough. It's deficient. And that's what we try to do with these teas is every aspect of the immune system that needs to be fed so that the body can respond positively is in the tea.
Yeah.
Everything that vitamin C is in the plant.
So let's look at these ingredients. We're just going to talk about them a little bit. We won't go into a whole lot of detail today, but we do want to highlight what is in the immune blend just so that you'll know if it's something that you can use or not for yourself.
And what it targets, yeah.
Right. So elderberries, and we have an elderberry kit. If you'll get that right behind you. We're going to be in the kitchen in a little.
We've made an elderberry kit.
We're going to be in the kitchen in a little bit making this syrup, but we have an elderberry kit. It's also available on our website. So elderberries, let's see, what are those good for, Doc?
Elderberries, one of the biggest things with elderberries is that it helps boost what's called cytokine production. That is where there's proteins that help regulate your immune response. The cytokine or the elderberries help boost your ability to respond to viruses, bacteria, things like that when they present themselves. So basically it helps you in advance to help prevent infections. And if you have an infection, it helps build your immune system so that you can get over it quicker.
We have an older video. I'll have to find it and see if we can post it, but it's where you were in the woods and you actually found elderberries.
Yeah, we found 3 or 4 elderberry bushes or trees in our well, not backyard, but on our property. On our property.
Yeah.
And you can harvest those. They're little berries. They're hard. They're hard to pick, but you can harvest them and dry them out. Now you have to be careful with elderberries. you can't just pick them off the tree and eat them.
Oh.
But because they can be toxic, you have to kind of cook them down, and that's what we've done is put it in a form so that it's been dried out. There's not an ability for it to be toxic for you. You just got to know how to treat these herbs.
So I'm seeing our next ingredient is hibiscus flowers, and those are high in vitamin C.
Yeah, see, so when people say I need vitamin C for a cold, well, it's in the plant as well. See, where does vitamin C come from? I mean, in oranges, it's the ascorbic acid.
I've never thought about where vitamin C comes from.
Well, it's in something. So
an orange.
Yeah, an orange. Nothing wrong with
citrus.
Nothing wrong with an orange, but yet you need more than just vitamin C. And some of these plants have a multitude of things, and they're kind of rich in antioxidants. So I say hibiscus, it's high in vitamin C, it's an antioxidant, and it's also anti-inflammatory. So is elderberries.
So
it's antibacterial.
If we get the inflammation out of our body, then our own immune system will improve.
It'll
and
improve faster, yeah.
And will help us get over whatever we're trying to improve or get over.
When I say that these herbs are antibacterial, antiviral, what it's saying is that it's providing an environment in the body that the virus or the bacteria does not like to live in. It's kind of like if you go out into a pond, if the water's moving in the pond, you don't have stagnation, and you don't have a bunch of mosquitoes. But if you have a stagnant pond, you're going to build up disease. So what these herbs do is help provide an environment where the water keeps running and they die off. They just don't have an environment where they can reproduce.
So we have elderberries, which is good in for inflammation in the body.
Yeah.
And then we have hibiscus flowers, which is high in vitamin C, rich in antioxidants. I like that word, antioxidants. We don't want oxidation in our body. That's what causes aging and all kinds of issues.
Well, one thing I want to mention before we go any further is like with the hibiscus flower and elderberries, it's not just immune system. These herbs cross over into other areas, like the hibiscus flower is actually good at helping protect the heart. Oh. So it crosses over. It has a multitude of uses. Mine's really red.
It's a red color. It's a beautiful color. I'm about to tilt that tea out. Brian's going to laugh at me.
Pour it out, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to pour it out. But it's a beautiful red, almost like a red wine.
Yeah, it looks like a red wine.
And
but some of these herbs we use cross over. They cross over into other formulas.
So we need to drink one of these a day right now with this pollen. I'm telling you, everything on my porch is in yellow. I noticed that it also helps with hydration and detox.
Yes.
And
it acts as a mild diuretic to help you flush the bad out.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay, so our next ingredient is Rosehips. That also, I'm sure, helps create that red flavor.
They call that the vitamin C bomb.
Oh.
It is loaded with vitamin C. It's rich in something called polyphenols and flavonoids.
And you've got here that it's 50 times more than oranges.
Yes.
You know, in the wintertime, a lot of people like to eat or drink, they think drinking orange juice is going to help the vitamin C, but actually it's just loaded in a lot of sugars, where this would give you 50 times. Am I reading that right? 50 times more?
50 times. It says sometimes containing up to 50 times more than oranges. You'd have, what that's saying is you have to eat 50 oranges.
Wow. No.
Just to get the amount of vitamin C that you would in Rosehips.
Wow. And it says that it enhances white blood cells.
Yes, it boosts your healing production.
The function of white blood cell. It supports the skin barrier. So, I'm not sure what
that's your line of defense. It's like your wall of defense.
Yeah.
That's what that means, is that it supports your skin barrier. It prevents things from getting in, so to speak.
And it helps reduce inflammation, which all of these products are going to help with inflammation in the body. Also has anti-inflammatory. And this one, though, also helps support gut immune. So your gut, we've always been told that our gut is our second brain. Like a lot of things, if people have issues in the mind and the brain, you're going to feel it in the gut.
And Rosehips is called a prebiotic.
Oh.
That helps feed the good bacteria that's in the gut. And when you have good bacteria in the gut, which is your good army,
right,
it keeps the bad army at bay.
Yes.
So you want to keep your good army fed so they don't starve on the front lines.
So gut health is very important when you're talking about health and wellness.
Yes.
Okay, then we're almost through these here. Echinacea, and I'm not going to say that next word because I don't know how to pronounce that.
Purpura.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It says that it is a immune activation. It also helps with white blood cells, stimulates the white blood cells.
And it stimulates the T cells. It stimulates the cells that help fight the infection. So it's antibacterial. It's it helps reduce the severity. If you're into an infection, full-blown infection, you kind of have to ride it out, but it helps you get over it a whole lot faster. It reduces the severity of your symptoms.
So now Reishi Mushroom. We've heard a lot about mushrooms. And what's so special about the Reishi Mushroom?
It doesn't just support the immune system. It actually is like the computer that controls it.
Wow.
So it's kind of like, I was trying to give an example where the Reishi mushroom is like the computer that's telling everything in the body how to work right. So it's trying to bring everything back in order. So it's a regulating or a modulating herb, but it's actually, well, I say herb, it's an actual mushroom. And it's very, very strong as an anti-inflammatory.
I love it. Do you see the flow of all the herbs that he's put together? They're definitely going to help boost the immune system and also the function of other things that you need to improve in the body for different
and also the Reishi
things.
mushroom has also been known to help people who we're not really treating conditions with these teas, but it is known to have a substance that helps battle cancers even.
Oh, wow.
So it's modulating your immune system even when you have cancer to try to boost your immune system to fight this cancer better.
Right.
More
Whatever
efficient.
you can do to improve your health overall. And then mullein, and we've already mentioned Stevia Leaf, but let's talk about mullein for a little bit. It does support the respiratory immunity.
It's a big one because what mullein does, it's not just for the immune system, but what it does, it helps demucus your lungs. Like your lungs form mucus to try to protect your lungs when you have a lot of pollens. You have forming histamine reactions. It forms a lining in your lungs and helps protect it. That's what mucus does. But you want to get that mucus out. You don't want it to get stuck in there. And mullein helps break mucus loose from the lining of your lungs so that you can get it out. That's important in people who have emphysema, COPD, asthma, anybody that has a chronic or an acute lung condition. Mullein is at the top of the list as far as the herb you need to treat the lungs.
Yeah. So I do want to make this, and so these are pretty much all the herbs that's in our immune system tea. If you want to know more, go to our website and look at that. I do want to point out that while he is a doctor, he is not your doctor. And so if you have any questions about this, you can feel free to check with your own primary care provider. If you have an allergy, if you've ever had an allergic reaction to any of these herbs, of course you would want to stay away from that. But if you don't and you would like to try it, just give us a call at our clinic or go onto our website. We really would like for you to visit our website, Goshen Herbals, HERBALS.com. And check it out and see what you think.
Yeah, if you're fighting something, then you really need to sit down and talk with us. We can set up an appointment at my office to go over some things with you. And we do nutritional consults. So if that's something that you're interested in, you could always contact us and we can set you up a time so we can specifically talk about your condition and the things you're going through.
Yeah. So we would love to hear more from you. Please subscribe and give us a thumbs up to our channel. We would love to reach as many people as we can with this message and with these products because we do believe it's going to be life-changing for a lot of people.
Yes.
And we hope you have a blessed and wonderful day.
And as our grandkids would say, I'm Doc Doc.
And I'm Nay Nay. Have a blessed day.
See you on the next video.